What's up, everybody? We're back finally with Metal Kombat Thall Championship, and we've been on a bit of a hiatus, but we're back. We're fucking doing it. So this video is going to go a little bit differently. Today, instead of relying on your guys' votes, we want to be able to announce a winner. So for that, we've invited our buddy Dan from aka Beard of the North and in the Longhouse to come and help us judge as the tiebreaker.
I'm hoping my internet holds. Living out in the middle of nowhere, sometimes my internet kind of gets...
Got that McDonald's Wi-Fi?
It can be pretty bad.
That's all right, dude.
It can be pretty bad sometimes.
Yeah, I thought to myself, dude, who could we have for a judge for the Thall Championship? Who better than the Nordic man with the Nordic beard to come and weigh his opinions on the Thall Championship. So today we're doing Harkla Mirror versus Levitated Create. Dan, you got any comments? Introduce yourself. Let them know who you are, man.
My name is Dan, aka Beard of the North. I've been a metalhead for many years, and I've been checking these guys out, watching their YouTube channel, listening to their podcasts, listening to their React videos, thinking, I enjoy what they're doing, and they reached out to me so kindly to ask me to do this, and I gladly accepted. This was much different. Hopefully my internet holds.
Today we're going to do Harkla, Mirror, and what's the other one? Levitated Create. This is the finale. This is the last one. So whoever gets this is the Thall Champion.
Yep.
And then Dan's coming with his Norse weapon, his friggin' axe, the tiebreaker. That's going just in case me and Solaire differ on who's going to win this.
Before we watch these, because again, these are both videos that we haven't seen or heard yet. Initially, who are you rooting for out of this?
What do you got, Dan?
I've listened to Levitated, and I definitely enjoy them, but I have never heard Harkla before, so I'm interested to see what they sound like.
All right.
Yeah, so they might come out of nowhere for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I really was rooting for Cat's Claw and Carmen Jaka. But you know what? I love both these bands too. Harkla and Levitated fucking kill it. And we kept it real. We left it up to you guys to vote. And here we are. So without further ado, Harkla Mirror. A dead ass found just an abandoned building.
That's a little odd.
Oh, I don't think they're winning. That was an older one, man.
Oh, that was cool.
That is pretty cool, dude.
Oh, dude, that was sick.
This is bringing us back, dude. This is some early shit, man. Like, I'm not sure how to look cool right now. Interesting transition.
Yeah. He's doing the ringu. Oh, dude, that's like it's almost like a silver chair riff.
That was pretty dope. That was a nice drop right there.
Yeah. We still got like another minute and a half. I really like the way that bass is like what is following the guitar in the background.
Yeah. We're getting some ambient flute in the back, dude. We get a point on that. Although we're not keeping points right now. Oh shit, okay.
It's a real like eerie fucking riff. And this Lord of the Rings flute just like came out of nowhere.
Ah, it's been there, dude.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's subtly been in the background.
Yeah, okay, I didn't catch that earlier. Oh, the chick from The Ring.
That dude microwaves cats for sure.
Is it okay to be turned on by the chick from The Ring? I don't know. She kind of does it for me.
Yes, of course.
I mean, I've dated far worse, so
I wouldn't be scared of her at all.
all right, so there's a little bit to unpack there. This is a Thall competition. I wasn't getting a lot of Thall,
Yeah, I was going to say the
if
same thing.
any at all in that. But it was cool. But it's strange that it's a what'd we say? This is 2013. This came out,
Yeah.
I believe. Because this brought me back to like beyond that. Like this felt like something that came out in like 2010.
Yeah, well, the video especially had like the graininess of like almost like a what's that band? It Dies Today. It reminds me of one of their videos, like Caitiff Choir, like days way back, like 2005, 2006. Their riffs were actually really interesting. It just seemed, I would say my only con to it was it seemed kind of hollow in terms of recording.
Yeah,
like that,
but-
like it was very just like simple.
Yeah.
You know, which is okay because the riffs were cool as shit. They had
Some
some
of
cool
those,
drops. They had a lot of different changes.
Yeah, some of those, like, whatever they're called, arpeggios or sweeps or whatever the fuck he was doing, those
Yeah.
little riffs, kind of reminded me of Circle of Contempt. You remember that band?
Oh yeah. That's way back.
They had some of those moments it kind of sounded like, but I'm not going to knock them on the recording. You could tell they were young as fuck.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
recording in, like, some fucking abandoned house that probably tweakers used to live in, or who knows, but
Yeah, our people.
yeah, it was cool though. I might be doing a disservice though, because I don't think we'll see. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Levitated does, but I can't imagine that this is gonna win the Thall Championship. So I'll just be real transparent about that.
Yeah, Levitated just has to do whatever Levitated does to win this at this point for me. What do you think, Dan?
That brought me back to 2007 listening. They sounded exactly like a band I used to listen to called Dead Soil. Did either of you ever hear
Dead Soil? I don't think I've heard them.
They sound almost exactly like
Nope.
Dead Soil. And
Interesting. I'll have to look them up because I liked it. It was cool.
the being kind of all over the place with, I don't know, it was one of those where it's okay, that went in a direction that I wasn't expecting. I give them kudos for that.
Yeah, it was the same for me.
Honestly, I think if they had got like that part where they kind of slowed down and they were doing kind of some of those, like, I don't know, it sounded like more major scale riffs, I guess, where it just kind of slowed down. If they had removed that part, I think the whole song, even if you condensed it down, would be way better.
Yeah. No, that like chorus riff that they had,
Yeah.
it sounded like Silverchair. That was a Silverchair riff.
Yeah.
Like it's something you would hear in a Silverchair song.
That's a band name I haven't heard
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm old, man. I've been around. Well, I say we just go on to the next one.
That was the most Harkla song of all time, I guess. All right. Well, on to Levitated. This is Levitated Create.
Oh, Ronnie Radke made it in, I guess. That does look like Ronnie Radke after he just ate a girl out on her period, doesn't it? No?
That riff's kind of dirty, dude.
Yeah.
Dragging through the mud. Ooh.
There's the fall.
Yeah.
Got the like that like harpsichord or whatever that is.
Yeah. That dude's committed, even beyond that.
Yeah.
What a simp. That's my sleep paralysis demon right there, dude. Imagine you just woke up out of a nightmare and that motherfucker was just like Jesus. Wow. Okay. So the standout for me immediately again is the vocals on that one, dude. I think Lunar still might be my top song by them personally, but this was really good too. And the whoever's shooting these videos, because I kind of imagine the cinematography seems similar to the ones they do with Face Yourself too. Like it's just really pristine. So like this is like it's on the other side of the spectrum from the Harkla video we just watched as far as cinematography goes.
Yeah, it's like too much. The Harkla video, it's like they have the background, them like doing all this different stuff. This is very simple. Like it's just like kind of a black background with whatever they're trying to show you being the forefront, which makes it just a better watch, in my opinion. But this is more like, I would say, more of a modern, video style versus like 2013 was the first video, so I can't really knock them on that because this is just like the way the world has changed over the last 10 years. But no, I thought the guitar was dirty as fuck. That just main riff, dude, it was so goddamn low that like whatever they recorded on was just like, fuck it, I'm not even taking most of those frequencies because fuck you, those are too low. And then the actual like the ambience, it was very Thall. The lyrical content, the singing was fucking great. Had a bunch of different stuff going in, and I can't say enough about Levitated. They've really since we started doing this tournament, they've really grown on me. Like I didn't even know who they were before this, and now they're like in my top. Definitely them and Cat's Claw definitely came on top, and then Carmen Jaka as well.
Yeah,
and I would definitely give them points. Just this is a Thall tournament, and that was fucking Thall. So that was about as deep as it goes, Thall.
Dan, any closing thoughts before our final judgments?
You guys didn't even fucking need me for this.
Yeah, there's no tiebreaker.
No, you got to build the suspense, dude. And then it'll be like, we got to cut to commercial. And then Dan gives his tiebreaker. I'll say Harkla just for the sake of it to build tension. And then Dan comes in with a swift, like, fucking Levitated wins.
Fucking Ryan Seacrest it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's unanimous. I think Levitated takes the fucking Thall Championship.
Yeah.
But I don't want to put words or dicks in your mouth, so.
When it comes to Thall, I mean, yeah, like he said, you don't get much Thaller than that. I mean, the lows in the guitar, the lows in the vocals. I mean, I live for that shit. I love that stuff. And then, I mean, the ending of that song was just nasty.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. There's no other way to describe it.
His vocals are really good. Ever since you guys did the last episode that I watched with Levitated with Lunar, it's like, man, I gotta check this band out because I had never heard of them until then either. So.
And you know what's funny? So we had reacted to a band called Face Yourself. So the vocalist of Levitated plays guitar and does backup vocals for Face Yourself, right? And we were shitting on this dude for his backup vocals, like saying like, get him the fuck out of there. And shit, and then he just hits us with this, and like I had to fucking walk back all those statements I made. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in your defense, you weren't shitting on him. It was just like because Face Yourself, their lead vocalist, I can't remember her name. She's fucking amazing. Like she's like one of the best in the game right now. So it's like kind of like he was there doing stuff, but the comment was more he probably didn't need to do that because she was already killing it, it wasn't adding anything in our opinion. I still stand by that, but that's fair. Mean obviously in Levitated it's like that guy obviously has chops too, and that's why they have him do a backup singing. But it doesn't show. He doesn't get to show off like he does in Levitated.
Maybe they will. That'll be interesting. But yeah, that girl kills it. But this band fucking kills it. They're probably in my top 10 now. Since we started this competition, I think they're really going places. Them and Face Yourself, I think, are just on an upward trajectory from here. And I wish them nothing.
Face Yourself has blown the fuck up. Not only is she fine as hell, she has she has some fucking lungs in her. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she's got some fucking pipes, dude. She could probably contend with the best of them, to be honest. I mean, vocally, dude. I mean, she could be up there with like Will Ramos and shit, in my opinion. Like, 'cause she just does some crazy ass shit. But this guy, dude, his fucking lows are insane, in my opinion, dude. And to like pair it with that fucking those like I don't know what tuning they were fucking in. It's like they're playing on fucking like rubber bands or some shit, dude. Like, but
some really thick rubber bands. Well, it seems like they're using that same device like Humanity's Last Breath did in Ashen, where they're purposely clipping on the low end in this case to like get that, because that wasn't just like guitar distortion or like distortion pedal, whatever it may be. There was some like clipping distortion as well in there.
Yeah, isn't that
low,
like
low.
They call it like a pitch shifter, or is that something else I'm thinking of?
Well, a pitch shifter takes the note and makes it lower. Like it's like auto tune for guitar in a way, but you like mess with it in real time. When you're recording, you're probably not using a pitch shifter. That's something you use live. A pitch pedal or a whammy pedal, it's called. But in recording sessions, you would use just like like something on the computer that changes your pitch, if that makes any sense.
Gotcha.
Typically. But no, to get that clipping, that probably is pitch shifted lower, but they did it to so far an extent that whatever input that they had on it, that wherever it inputs, it was clipping on that. At least that's the way it sounds. And a lot of people say, oh, that's bad recording technique and all that shit. But they actually do it for a desired effect, is what it sounds like to me. So, and it sounds cool. And Humanity's Last Breath, I think, kind of mastered that sound too in Ashen. So,
all right. Well, I think it's unanimous. Great job, Levitated, making it this far, and to Harkla as well. I kind of feel bad. You know, nobody suggested songs, so we just went with a random one. And I think we could have easily, you know, had we known better, picked a Harkla song that might have contended better. But that's just the name of the game. This is all done random. So that's just how it goes sometimes. Quick shout out to all the bands that participated. Cat's Claw, I was really rooting for. Them and Carmen Jaka are fantastic fucking bands. Reflections, No Oath, Stuart Near, all fucking great bands. Harkla, of course. This has been fun, man. This is like one of the best ways I've been to really just delve down the Thall wormhole, and it's been great. I've found so much great music just been doing this competition. If you guys like this stuff, we're gonna do it for a bunch of different genres and shit. I don't see us slowing down on this anytime soon. This has just been way too much fun for us. Beyond that, Dan, thanks for fucking being here, dude. Thanks for coming. If anybody wants to go check out fucking Dan's podcast in the Longhouse, we're going to put a link down in the description. And yeah, Dan, you want any closing outs, man? Go for it.
Well, thank you guys for inviting me on here to be part of this, do this with you guys. That was much appreciated. Congrats to all the bands that did participate in this with these guys.
So Levitated took it. That's the end of the first Metal Kombat Tournament series.
Thank you guys for fucking voting and getting involved and getting engaged. That was kind of the whole point of this, is we wanted to kind of be able to interact with our community and the bands as well and just turn it into a fun little thing. So thank you guys for being a part of it.
And if you got a suggestion for whatever the next tournament series should be, put it in the comments. Maybe we'll do it. I don't know. I might not like your suggestion and fuck you. So, or I might like it. So you never know.
Like and subscribe or Dan's going to fuck your mom. Have a good night.
Peace out.